I have got Rhonda Collins here. Rhonda, welcome. Would you introduce yourself to everybody and just tell them a little bit about your background and
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my name is Rhonda Collins and I am a retired chef. I was a teaching chef for many years at Longo's, French trained, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Before that, I was a makeup and wig person with the Canadian Opera Company and the CBC and
Love it.
many other films. And before that, I was a costume designer. So, yeah, a few pages in the book. But this is the one where I've had the most fun.
Very nice.
Because everyone needs to eat, right?
That's a good tagline.
Yeah.
And I think you were saying we may have met back in 1975.
Yeah.
So
tiny little thing.
we're pretty sure you did that makeup on me for Pagliacci.
She was an urchin. But she was such a good little urchin.
A well-behaved urchin. Yeah, I loved being on stage though.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you and about pasta.
Yes, this is so much fun. Basically, my history is I like to make food, like farm food, subsistence food, simple stuff that's been around for thousands of years. I'm a foraging chef. I go and I pick weeds, and I cook them. You probably have weeds growing back there in your backyard. There's one I was looking for. I should have been looking for it. It's called garlic mustard.
Okay.
Garlic mustard is considered an invasive weed, but in Italy it's called petriolata.
Oh.
Petriolata is made into pesto. It's a mustard plant.
Right.
It tastes like garlic.
Interesting.
And it's delicious.
2 for 1.
Yeah. But there's all sorts of wild stuff out there you can eat, and cress, and my favorite one's coming soon. I'll be watching for lamb's quarters in the next few weeks. It starts coming up. Lamb's quarters is basically wild spinach.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's delicious and it's free.
Oh, yeah. Foraging is good when it's free, it's always good.
And this is egg pasta. We're not going to do the extruded pasta like macaronis, and that's squished out of a tube.
Right.
And that's usually just flour and water.
Okay.
We're doing an egg pasta, which is the kind that nonis have been making in Italy for thousands of years. And it's so much fun to make. It's a little bit messy the first time or two you try it.
That's okay.
But then you know what, yeah.
I have a vacuum cleaner.
Exactly. It washes up. But it is, once you've done it, you feel so satisfied. It's like when you make bread for the first time and you realize that I can feed my family.
Yeah. So what are we going to start with?
We're going to be making raviolis, very basic raviolis. You can fill raviolis with anything you want. Today we're going to do the very soft, regular cheese ravioli. You can do meat ravioli. You can do raviolis with sweet potato.
Oh, I love it with squash.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
And we've got a little cinnamon.
Or
little
lobster.
Butter. Oh, yummy. The only thing you got to remember is if you're going to make raviolis, the filling has got to be something, if it's got meat or fish, has to be cooked first.
Of course.
And cooled off, because you don't put it hot. So Italian sausage, right? And like doing or combine all your stuff together.
So many ideas.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But ours is going to be the standard ricotta filling, which is it's so easy and not terribly expensive. We're going to put a nice little whack of Parmesan cheese in there, and an egg, and a little bit of basil, and then we're going to fill those raviolis with it, and then we're going to make the raviolis, set them aside.
Yeah.
We would then take the same pasta and make fettuccinis.
Oh.
Fettuccine is everyone's favorite, is fettuccine alfredo, and we're going to make it today in the traditional American style. It is not an Italian dish. This is an American dish. Fettuccine alfredo, invented by a guy named Alfredo in Chicago. So, yeah, but it's still delicious. There's no flour in it. It's all cream, butter,
Love
and
it.
cheese.
Yum.
We'll roll it out in my little machine here.
Okay.
We'll make them all the same. Have you ever played with one of these? This is an Atlas Mercato. This is a pasta roller, a hand pasta roller. Before these were invented about 150 years ago, ladies would roll this by hand.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Hard work.
Yeah. But you would make a lot, and you would dry it, and you would have it whenever you needed it. It was ready to go.
Yeah.
Very simple way of transporting food too, and keeping weevils away from your flour is to have it prepared as pasta.
Smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our pasta today, we're making ours with all-purpose flour.
Okay. Yeah.
Canadian
Big
all-purpose
bang.
flour, which has got gluten. You need gluten.
Yeah, you do.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as a gluten-free pasta you can make at home without going into a lot of chemicals.
Interesting.
Which is, for those who have got celiac, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, this is basic.
Okay. Yeah.
What we'll do is, in the order of things, we're going to make the filling first for the raviolis.
Okay.
And the filling is going to be in the fridge.
Okay.
And we'll keep it in the fridge because when you go to fill the ravioli, we're just going to put it in a little bag of plastic and pipe it on one at a time. And it makes it so much easier to do.
I'm so excited for this.
I know. I am too. I love making pasta.
Yeah.
And this, you're going to fall in love with this machine.
I already feel very amorous toward it.
So the filling for this is, I've got a little bit here. There's a package. It says 475 grams by weight, but then you drain it. This is ricotta.
Okay.
You have to drain this overnight.
Yeah.
And you see it's beautifully dry
Ooh.
and crumbly. It's lovely stuff.
So what does ricotta mean?
It means recooked.
Recooked.
Yes.
Oh.
You're going to be taking whole milk and converting it into the cheese with all this lovely fat.
Yeah.
What's left over is whey, curds and whey.
Mm-hmm.
Take the whey, add a little bit of acid, cook it again. This is what's forming. This is a fat-free protein cheese. Ricotta has no fat.
Amazing.
It really, and that's why it won't melt. Now we want to add some cheese to this. These are little packets of flavor.
Yes.
So you don't want bland. So this is ground Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to toss that in there.
Oh.
Oh yeah, mix the whole thing.
Surprise, surprise.
Now that was about a cup. God gave you these for a reason.
Oh. 5 fingers right in the bowl.
Absolutely. These are the best tool that you can have. I'm just going to mix that Parmesan in to our little dry ricotta. Like that. It's all coming together nicely.
Fantastic. Wow.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still nice and dry. You want it crumbly because you don't want big lumps of it.
Of course.
You want little bits. So
Okay.
we can actually make that a little bit wetter with an egg. If you put an egg in there, it's just going to bind it together. And when you cook it, it'll sort of hold it into a nice little shape.
All right.
Little ball.
Yeah.
But we want some flavor.
Ooh. Yes.
This is basil. So I'm taking a whole bunch of these little leaves.
It would be nice as a decorative piece.
This is in a salad, or if you want to put that on a plate. There's a rule you should remember though. Don't put it on the plate if you don't expect people to eat it.
True.
Now these stems and what have you can chop them up and do whatever you want with them.
Okay.
They're still good.
Okay.
We're going to make chiffonade, which is when you take all these lovely little leaves and you stack one on top of the other. You know what a chiffonade?
Yeah, I have seen it done. But I've never seen it done in real life.
Well, you can take a little bundle. They don't have to be fancy schmancy, just like this. Stack them.
Okay.
This is easier.
Right, and then you chop along, right?
Yeah.
Chop along.
Actually, no. You know what you're going to do? Is you're going to cigar the whole thing.
Oh.
You're roll up.
Love it.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, look at her go.
You now have made a chiffonade, ribbons. Look, see?
Yeah, okay.
And once that's done, then...
Wow. It smells wonderful.
Oh, it really is lovely, isn't it? Now we're going to put an egg in there.
Okay.
Bowl's a wee bit small, but that's okay. And I still might just use my hands. There we go, just making sure it's all crumbly. There we go.
Excellent.
Now, these are room temperature eggs.
Yes.
Because it's always easier to cook with and work with room temperature eggs. They'll distribute themselves better. They're not so tight.
Okay.
Hit it hard.
Yeah.
In and done.
One and done. Beautiful. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Grazie.
I'm going to get it with my hands. What the heck?
Wow.
Seriously, like I said, that's the best way you got. I'm just rubbing that right through.
Okay.
Now, that Parmesan had a little bit of salt in it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to need a little more. See, look, isn't that lovely?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It didn't take any time.
That's a fantastic consistency.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, at this point, I'm going to get you to grab the grater here.
Okay.
And we have a couple of cheeses we can play with to add to the beauty. These are Italian cheeses. That one is Asiago, an older Asiago. This is Crotonezzi, which is from down around Sicily or Sardinia, and or Calabrese. And this one is Sheep's Milk Romano, Pecorino.
Ooh,
this one's very salty.
Okay, yeah.
Delicious, but salty. Has a real punch flavor-wise. This has a punch flavor-wise, but it's smooth and delicate. And I think we're gonna put that on top of it as a finishing cheese.
Oh, finisher, okay.
Yeah. This one has a nice little bit of salt, a nice little bit of grit. So maybe we'll put some of that in there.
Okay, all
This
right.
won't take much, but you go right ahead. Any place you want.
So do I just take this end down here and
Hold it like so.
yeah?
And go.
Okay. Wow. I am helping a chef.
It doesn't look like much is happening, but it's happening.
It's happening. How fun.
See, look.
What's that? Very nice.
Beautiful little shavings.
Bravo. Thank you for bringing these exciting cheeses over. Beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So here we got a couple of tablespoons of that lovely Asiago.
I like your scraper thingy.
This I use this for doing cakes. Actually, I do have scrapers, but for this counter, we don't want to use a big hard scraper.
No. And I could have used that yesterday with the pastry to get it onto my roller, right?
These big palette knives are so cool.
I need something like that.
See in there. Look.
Putting it on the list. Well, we got everything ready ahead of time, didn't
Yes.
we? And that's called a mise en place.
The 3 magic words: mise en place. Everything in its place.
Everything in its place. That's my life. I like it.
Mise en place is a skill that is taught in chef school.
Yeah.
Everything is prepared in. So if you're doing a full mise en place, everything would be measured in cups and put in pots all out in front. So all you have to do is stop and take as you go, like this.
Okay. Yeah. Perfetto.
That's why, like I said, you think you're looking at something like, you're looking at old Julia Child. Well, everyone thought she was so amazing. Well, it's because she did mise en place. She was the first one to do that.
Really?
Everyone else would. They were going to get a cup of sugar, and they would pick up and they do the cup of sugar thing. She never had to stop once and go to a cupboard and find anything.
Right.
She had everything out in front of her.
Yes.
All measured and ready to go.
Child.
Oh, I love Julia.
So you're just sticking it in a Ziploc bag right now?
Just a Ziploc bag because I want this to be chilled.
Yeah.
We're going to be squeezing it out.
I think the squeezing idea is fun.
Yep.
Personally, I will enjoy doing that.
Take the air out. There we go. And zip her shut.
And in the fridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Already ready when you are, Stevie.
I'm ready. You tell me what I need to do to help you.
Okay, let's see. We're going to measure out about 2.5 cups of flour
Okay.
right on the surface.
Am I going to do it chef style here? Or?
Yeah, chef style, please.
All right.
Baker style is where you fill, scrape,
Yeah.
and weigh. That's 1.
1 and 2. Oh my goodness. And how much more?
A half, but you know what?
Half?
Fill it up because we're going to keep some on the side for dusting.
Oh, all right. Okay, so I'll let you do.
Thank you.
You be the.
So there's 2.
dispenser.
Let's put about half of that in there.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to put that there so we
Okay.
always have some to grab.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, here's where the magic comes in. This little bowl has a yolk, just a yolk all by itself. Now I'm going to add 3 eggs to that one little yolk. This is a rich egg pasta.
Okay. Awesome.
Now, see, the thing is that the whites, there's protein, there's amino acids, there's water. The yolk is fat, and fat is flavor. There, 3 eggs, 1 yolk. To this, we're going to add just a splash of a good olive oil.
Yes, it is a good olive oil.
It's beautiful. And what I do, now some people don't add all of this at all, olive oil. I love it. It gives a beautiful finish. It gives a sheen.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. We're going to put a little tad of nutmeg. I'm going to take the lid right off because I don't shake
Okay.
because then I don't know how much is going in.
That's right. You can't see how much.
You do that.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Perfect.
And do that.
Okay. That's less than 1/8 of a teaspoon, but it's still
We just
some.
want a little bit. There's a nice, again, it's the richness of the egg and a little bit of that nutty quality, the sweetness.
Okay.
The sweetness. All that cheese,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna put a pinch of salt.
A true proper pinch.
Now, yes, this is not a pinch.
No.
This is a pinch.
Okay, wow.
Put your hand in,
Yeah.
close them, pick them up, and do this.
Oh, whoa.
That was half a teaspoon.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like a lot, but it's not.
Okay, I believe you.
There's I know, right? Calm down. It'll be fine.
All right.
Here's where it's going to get to be fun.
Okay.
See that little pile of flour?
Yeah.
We're going to start making a nice circle. We're going to make a well
Yeah.
in the middle of all that flour.
Oh. Wow.
Like that.
So exciting.
Isn't that fun?
It really
Make,
is.
make a big enough one. Don't make a little divot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because
Yeah.
look at all that liquid, right?
Yeah.
There we go. That's why you see all the flavors are in here.
Yeah.
If I put salt in there, I wouldn't know where it was.
No,
So
you wouldn't.
hold on to your girders.
Oh
There it
my
is.
Goodness. Heaven. I'm in heaven.
And now you take your little fork and you start around the edges, incorporating a little flour as you go, like so.
Fascinating.
Isn't that fun?
It is.
Mix it in a bit. Come back, get some more.
Wow.
And here I am using the fork again, back with the hands.
Oh, you might
So-
put your hands
Oh,
in
we
there.
will. We're going to get in there for sure.
Okay. Wow.
Like so. You see a little blob starting to form up.
Okay. Yeah. A gradual approach is the way.
This is not something you want to rush.
No.
You want to enjoy yourself. You want to have fun doing this.
So far, it looks pretty easy. There's
Yeah.
no rocket science happening per se.
Rebel, you do it.
Oh God, here we go.
You see, it's just keep mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, incorporate as you go. Perfect.
So what happens if it suddenly feels too dry or something?
Well, too dry, you can always put a little bit, a few drops of olive oil. You could put a little bit, if you wanted a little bit of another egg white or egg yolk.
Okay.
But see, look, you're doing beautiful.
Yeah.
That's not going to be too dry.
No, it's not. Oh, I'm messing up the
No, you're
circle,
good.
girl.
You're fine. Because actually, at this point, we're going to take the flour
Okay.
and we're going to do this.
I'll let you
Right.
have at her.
So we're going to take the flour and we're going to, now we're starting to knead. Let's see if
Oh my goodness, look at it come together, eh?
it's coming together. Now that is still very sticky.
Uh-huh.
So now, we're just going to keep working
Okay.
and taking a little flour
Yeah.
and working.
Yeah.
This will take about 10 minutes to knead.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? It's not like it's really, really hard to knead. It's just going to stand like this.
Yeah. A little bit of body weight in there
Yeah.
and
Put on a record or,
yeah.
or put your phone on
Sing a song
speaker.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find something that's 10 minutes long.
Stairway to heaven.
There you go. That's the way I play it. I'm like 25.
Oh no.
There. Now you see we did put a little extra flour out there. And that's
Yeah.
good. But look, see?
Yeah. I'm loving that. There's Rhonda going with the flour.
We want to develop the gluten.
Okay.
Now gluten in wheat flour is two separate little long, squirrely, twisty molecules combined together.
Oh.
And as we do this, the ends of them are sticky. And these long springs with the sticky ends get stickier when they're wet. And as I'm doing this, those little sticky ends are finding each other
Ah.
and getting longer.
Okay.
Finding each other and getting longer.
Huh.
So there we go. This is starting to come together quite well. Throw this here. If you want, if you have a dough hook,
I do.
then you can throw it in the machine with the dough hook.
Oh wow.
You can walk away.
Oh.
Because you can't, this is something you can't really over knead.
So a dough hook just replaces the whole kneading step, yeah?
It does this.
Goodness.
Exactly what I'm doing here. It twists and pulls and twists and pulls. Push it back and forth.
There's something to be said for watching expert hands doing things. I love it.
It's kind of a Zen thing, you know?
It's very cathartic.
It really is. There we go.
And we've got a pot on the stove already, eh?
Yeah.
So
Well, we have a pot of water that's heating up
yeah.
because we want to cook our pasta relatively quickly.
Okay.
Pasta like this, fresh pasta, cooks in 2 to 6 minutes max,
Oh,
depending on thickness.
I see. Okay.
This will cook about, I want to say 5, because
Oh.
we're doing ravioli has 2 layers,
Yes.
so you want to make sure it's cooked.
Good point.
About 5 minutes.
All right.
But you cook it in salted water, A, because it flavors it, and B, because salt will lower the actual boiling point.
Ah, right.
Now you're going to be surprised, really surprised, at how different this is going to look in a few minutes. There.
Wow.
See, you can see the gluten happening in there.
Ah.
What we're going to do now, we're going to wrap this up
Okay.
in plastic,
Got it.
put it out to the side, and let it rest.
Okay.
20 to 30 minutes max.
Oh, all right.
That's going to let that gluten find more of its water. The look of this, right now it looks really dry.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens when I come back to it.
She's wrapping up with saran wrap now. Oh, look at that little trick.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're going to put it here.
Okay. Not in the fridge. No.
Nope.
Okay. No fridge.
Don't want to
needed.
necessarily chip down.
Okay.
Once that has set for a little bit, then we're going to roll.
Okay.
We're going to make the sauce for the fettuccine.
Great.
The fettuccine is sauce for this is basically cream, heavy cream.
Yeah. Wow.
and butter and cheese.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. So Romano cheese is the old Roman cheese. It's the stuff the gladiators were given as pay.
Yeah.
It's yummy. It's
They paid them
crumbly.
with cheese?
Oh yeah.
Go!
Yeah.
Fight for your life. I'll give
Seriously.
you some cheese.
It's got this, you can see crystals of the tyrosine that makes a little crispy amino acids in there. This is Pecorino Romano. It is a salty cheese. It's yummy. It's crispy. It's flavorful. It's a big tang. But it is salty cheese. Now
Yeah.
the thing is, we're making this with cream and butter.
Yes.
All the salt we're going to put in the recipe is going to be right in there. In the
Got it.
cheese.
Okay.
There.
Cool.
That's a nice little whack of cheese.
That is.
And this is the Asiago. We're just going to use that as it is, this Asiago style.
Yeah.
And this, like I said, the Cortinezzi, we're going to use this on the finishing cheese. It's beautiful. It's very velvety. It's sweeter. Yeah, beautiful. The little wheels, just this big.
Oh,
gorgeous.
my. Okay.
These things are like wheels like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Craziness.
Exciting.
If you want, you can grate with this, which is terrific.
Okay.
I'm going to put some of this in here, and I'm going to use this.
All right.
So you go ahead and grate some of that.
Okay. Exciting.
And you're holding it the right way, God bless you.
Yeah.
That's how you do
I
it.
learned already.
Start with the big end.
Okay.
That's,
Oh.
Here you go. That was easy for you. The thing that I remember too is these hard cheeses, see these edges?
Yes.
This is the crust. This is
Yeah.
the outside edge.
That's okay.
Okay?
Yeah. This one
You can
doesn't-
eat them.
This one doesn't have it because
Well, it has the stamp on it, but don't worry about it.
It's
That's
not a thick rind.
not a big thick
Okay.
rind. This one has, it does have it, but it's here.
Okay.
See that rind?
Yeah.
You can see the rind here.
Yes. Okay. Oh, it's thick.
Now,
Yeah.
you know what? It drives me nuts. People buy these, they use them, they get to the rind and they toss the rind.
Oh.
Never throw the rind away.
Never throw the rind away. Okay.
Except for the Cortinezzi, which is, you can see it's a different kind of cheese.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
It hasn't got an effect
That's
right now.
waxy, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
But see these? That is hard cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Take this and put it in your freezer in a Ziploc. The next time you go to make a spaghetti sauce or stew or anything, toss that rind in.
Just
It
in
will
a
dissolve.
piece?
It'll dissolve. It's fat. It's flavor. It's salt. It'll make it glorious.
Ooh.
Guaranteed.
Tips and tricks from a pro.
Oh, listen! It makes such a difference.
Love that. That's just a
Vegetable peeler.
peeler. Oh my.
Yeah, there.
Ah,
That's beautiful. I think that's lovely.
bravo. Okay, is that enough?
I think that's plenty.
Okay, I've got a couple little baby pieces left, but that's okay, right? Look how delicate it is. Oh,
Pretty.
it is.
Ooh.
Impressive. Here's the unsalted butter.
Beautiful. Now, I do need a wee pot.
A wee pot.
A wee pot.
I've got a wee pot.
Excellent.
I can get it for you. Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to need, okay, that. Excellent. We're going to take about 2 tablespoons of that butter.
If I cut it about here and then slice it down the middle, that's probably about 2 tablespoons worth.
I think you're looking here about right.
Yeah?
This is where it's different from baking.
Yeah. So
Now look at your tablespoon.
that's big. That's way more.
No, volume-wise, the depth of it.
Yeah, I haven't smushed
Only
it in.
less
but
than half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be about a tablespoon by the time you get it all squished in there.
Right. Okay.
So there's 1.
2. Okay, fair enough.
All we're doing is we're taking this heavy cream and enriching it even more.
Didn't you say you can never have too much butter or cheese?
Butter is love.
Right? Butter is love.
Yes, and you can never have too much cheese. This is about 2 cups.
Okay.
So I'm going to put half of that in.
All right.
That's
1 cup of heavy cream.
about 1 cup of heavy cream.
Okay.
There.
Lovely.
So now we're going to put this over in medium-low heat.
Okay.
There we go. We want to bring that to a simmer. So you can see where that is in the pan. The butter's going to melt. We're going to mix it in. And I'm going to let it reduce by 1/4.
Oh, okay.
So then you have super rich cream with butter. So you've taken that 35% cream and you cranked that up to like 50.
Oh, yes.
No kidding. Then what we'll do, the other cup of cream, this cheese, and some fresh cracked pepper.
Okay.
And you put that in there and you're done.
All right.
That's it.
Good. Wow.
I know, right? That's
Fantastic.
fettuccine.
Wow.
That's the Alfredo part.
Alfredo. And so there's no flour in Alfredo sauce.
There's no flour,
Love
there's no
that.
cornstarch.
I never knew. I was always making a roux and then thinking I was making Alfredo sauce.
Everyone did that. I mean, I used to
didn't
do
know.
that too. I used to, well, basically, you were making a cheese sauce,
Yeah.
but
yes.
it's not Alfredo.
No.
Alfredo's cream.
Very different.
Oh, it's so good. But the thing is, too, well, first of all, fresh pasta really loves the creamy sauces.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the vodka sauces or like the Alfredo sauces, anything like that, a fresh pasta loves it. Dry pasta, you gotta cook it so long and it kind of gets a little, and you gotta like make sure it's al dente.
Yes.
And the North American idea of al dente is not Italian. You cook it till it bounces back when you bite into it. That's what al dente means. It's toothsome.
Yeah.
Right? And with fresh pasta, like I said, maybe 2 minutes for the fettuccine in boiling water.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 to 6 for the Alfredo.
Yeah.
Done.
Wow.
I know. And
Quick
it's
and dirty.
really.
Might you want this?
This is nice.
That's a pampered chef.
It's a nice size. Seriously. Nice. So yeah, it's just starting to get bubbly.
Okay.
And once it starts to actually cook, it reduces quickly. You'd be surprised.
Okay. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Just burble and happy.
So it's going to reduce down to about half of that amount?
Oh no,
Or-
you're going to take 1/4 of the water away.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. It's going to be there.
10 minutes, huh?
If that.
Okay.
Now you see it starts to foam up.
It is.
That's where you really want to come in and just keep breaking it up.
Okay.
If it starts to go like this, then you can always just lift it up, stir it a little bit.
Yeah,
See, it has reduced quite a bit.
it has. Okay, well, goodness sakes. Wonderful.
Isn't it surprising?
Yeah. It looks good enough to eat already, but when you put the cheese in,
Well, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
We're also going to put some fresh cracked pepper. That's a
Okay.
wonderful accent with
Okay.
this cheese.
got some right over there.
And
so-
and do it in a generous way.
Oh,
I mean, really
okay.
go to town. Have fun.
Okay, go to town.
Oh yeah. And you can see if I take it off. Look, see how much less there is?
Right, okay, yes. You can tell where you're at when
Yeah.
the bubbles go away.
But see, even there, look.
Yeah,
That's about 25% of it.
okay.
We're going to kill the heat on that.
All right,
We're done
all right.
for now.
Good, good.
You are. Now that is nice and thick. Thick cream.
Mmm,
So, it's just cream and butter, but it smells wonderful.
it does.
No. Here you are.
Okay,
Get to stirring.
I'm
We're
stirring.
just going to put this in. Now don't put it in a ball because it's going to fuse to a ball. You're going to start shaving it in like that.
Okay, it disappears almost right away.
It's gone.
Yeah.
little more.
Ta-da! Wow, it's so creamy looking. Yum.
This gets more cream put back in.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
what we'll do is that's got the cheese in. The cheese is melted. That's all rich. Now what we'll do is we'll leave this sit out to the side.
Okay.
Just before, just when we get the fettuccine ready to come out of the water, we put this in here.
Oh, okay.
Bring it back to heat.
Ah.
And you're done.
Okay.
We can actually, do you want to put some pepper in there now?
Oh, yeah.
Just for fun?
Yeah, let's.
Now look how thick this is right now. And that's just like that.
That's nice. Wow. Wee. Okay.
Beautiful.
Tell me when, Signora.
I think that's good.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
we'll use your little marvelous little whisk. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that.
Okay.
How pretty is that?
It does look great.
Now what we can do is you can grab a spoon and you can taste it. Because this is not going to have flavor. It's just adding
One
like
for you
depth.
as well.
Thank you so much. That is so pretty.
It's not too hot because it's been off the stove for a bit. Wow.
That's a beautiful Alfredo.
I've never made something like this in my house before. Not ever.
Now, well, even with all that salty cheese, that's not too salty.
I can't even begin to describe how wonderful that is.
Now, we're not going to dilute flavor. We're putting that in just to increase the volume of sauce.
Okay.
But that's basically it. That's how you make an Alfredo.
Bravo.
So take a look at this now.
Oh, wow. It looks quite different.
A lot darker.
Mm-hmm.
A lot darker than it was. And feel it. It's softer.
Oh.
It's because the gluten is relaxed.
I feel very relaxed also.
Now, here's our wee pasta.
Okay.
Feel it. It's much softer than it was.
Oh yes, much softer.
Yeah.
So relaxed gluten, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
It's happy. Happy pasta.
Maybe it's had a little bit of grappa, huh?
Ooh. There you go. I'm just going to whack it in half.
Okay.
This is for the fettuccine.
Okay.
I'm putting it out to the side for now.
Ah, okay, got it.
And we're covering it because you don't want it to get dry.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
And we use this.
Okay.
I'm going to cut that in half because we're going to one for the top, one for the bottom.
Okay, yeah. Great.
You always try and keep it covered if you're not working
covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it will be crispy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
dry pasta.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here
It's
we go.
like when you're working with phyllo, you want to keep a cloth
Oh
over it.
God,
right?
yes. Especially have you ever made phyllo from scratch?
Never. I will
Don't.
never do it.
No, I shouldn't say that. You can do it, but you have to have a lot of counter space.
Yeah, I don't have quite enough.
Yeah. Now, if you want, you can do this with a rolling pin.
Okay.
I'm just doing it by fingers, but yeah, but that's there. I'm flattening this out. Now we're going to be rolling this, and we're going to roll it and stretch it, and we're developing that gluten even more.
Okay.
Now the little bits you see are the bits from the board, so
Yeah.
that's like a little pepper or a little bit of.
That's okay.
It doesn't bother. There.
Look how gentle she is.
Now, this machine, you see the space between the rollers? These numbers on the outside, you lift and twist and click. They are adjusting the space between the rollers.
Oh, okay.
And you see on my machine, this is the largest setting, it's 0.
Huh.
Other machines, it's the opposite. It'll say 9.
Oh.
For the smallest setting.
Okay.
But anyway, this has been clamped to the table.
Yeah.
It's secured. This is our handle for turning. And you will be turning it in one direction only.
Oh, of course.
You see how they come together in the middle?
Yeah.
Once you start turning, don't stop.
Oh, okay.
And don't go back.
No.
Okay, you'll jam it all up. It'll be a real mess. Well, it won't hurt your machine, but it's going to ruin your pasta.
Okay.
So this little flat guy, we're going to put it in like this. And we're going to start the roll. Here we go. I do it twice because I can.
Look at that.
Now, I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to just add just slightly. I'm going to book fold it.
Oh.
Right? Book fold is once to the middle
Okay.
and one over like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna squash it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it like this. Now, this is the way it came out of the machine last time.
Yeah.
This is the way I'm going in this time.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now I do that book fold thing. I do it a couple times. Only because it's that changing of the direction.
Look at that.
There's this. There's this. Smoosh it down flat again. Now remember, this was just a pile of eggs and dust.
Yeah. Eggs and dust.
Eggs and dust. I'm using my finger and flattening it out.
Yeah.
The trick of it is you want to do it in such a way that when the pasta comes out, it's very, very smooth and velvety. And I think we're just about there now.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you to feel it.
Okay. Oh, silky.
It's cool. It's moist.
Feels like
Feels like
leather
leather.
almost. Yeah. Oh.
So, now, we're going to start to make it into sheets.
Okay.
0,
Yeah.
pulling it out, going to 1.
All right.
Going to run it through, like so. I do it twice, I guess, just because I do. There's a little piece of basil stuck in there. It's so cute. That's 1.
We should name it. Hey,
no,
basil.
Now look, 2.
Okay.
There's 2.
Number 2. Okay.
Here we go. Da-da-da-dum.
So number 2 is now smaller, yes?
Every time I do it, I'm moving those rollers together.
Yeah.
Ever so much tighter.
Got it. Okay.
Number 3.
We're stressing that gluten out.
It's going to be absolutely frightful by the time we're done. See? Just let it fall.
Yeah.
Somebody said, oh, you have to have, more than one person to do this. No. Look, it's caught. Throw it over there.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, you have to have this portion of your machine on. This acts as it's a shelf, but also it's a counterbalance. So whenever you're working with pasta, throw it over top.
Okay.
Now going to 4.
Wow, I see. There's a method.
And you notice how much bigger my sheet is getting.
Yeah.
I'm going to eventually end up with a sheet about 2 feet long or more.
Fantastic.
Now, feel it.
Again? Oh.
It's
Oh,
sexy, that's sexy,
silky
isn't it?
now. Yeah, it's very different again.
But it still feels really moist.
Now I would call it like a dough skin.
Almost. Going to 5. Six. Now for fettuccine, we'll probably take this to maybe 7 or 8.
Oh,
But
wow.
because we're doing 2 layers together,
Yes.
we are going to want this a little bit thinner. Getting long.
It's gorgeous.
We can read through it. See, it's really quite durable.
Yeah.
Here's now it's a 7.
Yeah. That's not ripping apart like my pie crust did.
No, because this gluten has been worked, baby.
Yeah.
There, send the lamp right there.
Goodness.
No, the other thing too is if you want to make fettuccine or spaghetti or farfagioli, you can cut this whatever you want. See, look how long that is.
Yeah.
Now that right there is nice and thin. We might take one more thinness.
All right.
Let's take this to 8. Wow. And then I'm flattening it. See, look, I actually have to do this now.
That's so cool.
If you want, you can actually make your fettuccines or your farfalle or whatever you want, and you can dry it. They sell drying
A
posts.
stick, yeah.
Your drying sticks, or you can put it over a coat hanger. Let it air dry. This will have that beautiful color of what they would call of high-end pastas. When you go to buy really expensive, like designer pasta in the store. Yeah, look at that. I think we're there.
Oh my God.
Look.
In my house. Ah, amazing. Woo.
Now, we're going to make 2 lots.
Okay.
Because this one I would fold over like this,
Yes.
and that gives me 1 batch for my, that's right there. We do 1 batch with this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get you to roll this one.
All right. Fair enough. Exciting.
But this little guy here is a brush with a bit of flour. You want to have a little bit of flour, a little bit on there, but not too much.
All right.
If it's too much flour, it's going to be gummy inside.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. I've done a little dust. I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to cut it now. See here
Oh.
yeah. I'm going to cut it just about here. And here. Cut it in half.
Okay.
You don't have to cut it if you don't want to. I just find it easier.
All right.
And it cuts like that.
Got it.
There.
Easy peasy.
Now, squish, squish, squish.
Wonderful.
We're going to cut the tip off.
Yep.
And we're just going to squish little blobs. But no more than a teaspoon. You don't want too much.
Okay.
But you want it erupt. You want it like not flat. You don't want little pools.
Okay.
You want little
Okay.
pods.
Okay.
There we go.
You don't want too big of a hole.
Not too big of a hole,
Okay.
Get some air out of there.
That looks like a lot.
It is a lot.
Uh-uh.
Oh, by the way, you can use this to make lasagna too.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put about a teaspoonful per. Now that's a pretty generous filling for a ravioli.
It is.
You can do this by hand. You can squish it. You can use a spoon. But there, look.
Okay.
Now I find squishing is easier for me. It's just
Nice little mouthfuls.
well, you can move them about. Now, if you want to measure them out with a spoon, the way that it's done in restaurants,
Yeah.
because they are cost effective. They have to know how much it's costing per ravioli.
Of course.
So they measure everything.
Oh,
But you know
wow.
what? We're just going to be doing this. I just think that this is easier in the long run to squish it out of a little bag like that. Come on. Now I'm being generous about the space around them because I want to be able to seal these nice and tight.
Yeah.
There's 9.
9 of them.
9 little guys. Now we're just going to make sure they're nice and happy in their own little world. And I'm taking this here brush with that egg white. Now,
Okay.
that was the yolk, the extra yolk that we used in the dough.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this little egg white. Some people don't do the egg white. I do.
This helps it stick together.
Yes.
When you put the other piece on top.
Exactly.
I see.
And because you have that little light dusting of flour, you sort of kind of tell where you're going.
Yeah.
I'm doing it around. I don't necessarily want to put egg whites under all that filling because it'll be wet.
Yeah.
It'll get absorbed. It'll be wet. Now, here we go.
So you're very mindful of the consistency and the wetness.
Precisely.
Always. Yeah.
Now, taking this, which is the half,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lay this on top, gently pushing down as I go.
Okay.
Gently, sort of, there we go. Now the trick of it is, you want to keep all of the air out of the middle. So I'm just going to lay that on like there. Starting here, I'm sort of pressing with my fingers,
Yeah.
pressing down, sealing, pressing around with my fingers. Keep the air out, because air will explode.
Oh, okay.
You'll get these little things in the water and they'll go. But look, here we go. Pressing
Wow.
down. Now, you can make big raviolis and you can put 2 or 3 on a plate. In which case, this would feed several people.
Mm-hmm.
Or this might be dinner for like 1 really good serving.
Wow.
But once I cut them down, now I can cut them.
Okay.
I can cut them with
Okay.
a pasta wheel,
Yeah.
right, or a pizza wheel. Just cut
Okay.
between.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes this is actually really fun to just trim off the edges before you go crazy. Or you can use these. These are just round biscuit cutters.
Ah.
You can also use little hearts, maple leaves,
Oh.
whatever you want,
Yeah.
as long as it fits. Now you
Yeah.
see that? That's just a nice
Oh,
size.
Okay. Yeah.
There,
Wow.
one perfect little raviolis.
Ah.
Now if you want, you can make them into tortellinis. Here's a ravioli. Tortellini is you curl this up, like this. Here. And you sort of pinch it together. And the little ends, there. Little tortellini.
Huh. That's the only difference.
With the baby. That's
between
it. That's it.
ravioli and tortellini.
That's it. I mean, there. There's a tortellini.
Uh-huh.
And there's a ravioli.
Wow.
That is it.
Cool.
That is it. It's just the way you fold them.
Okay.
Now, mind you, because that's been doubled over, you'd have to cook it just a few moments longer.
Okay. Yes, of
Right there.
course.
Now, once
Okay.
you've got these done,
I
and
like
cut
the
out.
flying saucer.
I kind of like that too. But I said you can do square ones, round ones, diamond shaped ones.
Ah.
The nice thing is you make them all the same size.
Yeah.
If you make everything the same size, then you'll know about the cooking time.
True. Of course.
You won't have, oh, that one's bigger, it's going to take longer.
Yeah.
No. There we go, come on. But I have cookie cutters at home that I use all the time for making weird little raviolis. My favorite one was that I had a little maple leaf.
Oh.
You can do stars.
I've got some cookie cutters, but I think they're too big for this.
Well, you can always make a bigger ravioli.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Okay.
We were actually talking about that famous ravioli. You were talking about the one that Ramsay does all the time, which is the egg. That is an Italian one. You make this ravioli pasta, and then you make that filling, but you put a disc of ravioli filling, and then you put the yolk in the inside. Then you seal it gently, and then you very carefully put that into boiling water for no more than 3 minutes.
Okay, and then you get this runny egg yolk coming out. Ah.
With that beautiful film, the same film that we had here.
Mm.
Here.
Imagine that.
So they, we'll cook the tortellini.
Okay.
So you want to do it?
Okay. Oh, so you reuse this now?
No, this I'm going to toss
Oh, okay.
because I used egg whites on it.
Oh, I see.
If you don't use the egg whites, you can re-roll it.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you.
And actually, if you want, we can draw it without the egg whites. It's just a little trickier to get it to seal down.
Of course. Yeah.
You'll find that sometimes
I'm
they
cool
open.
with that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
In the meantime, what we'll do is, these guys, they can sit on a little baking sheet, and you put semolina, or I'm just going to take more of our flour, dust it down lightly.
Yeah.
There. These guys can sit happily out for as long as an hour.
Oh, okay.
But you don't want to leave them longer than that.
Right.
Like I said, also you can take these at this point, when you got that whole thing tray full, flash freeze them, put them in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
Like this.
Yeah.
Take them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, and
Okay.
you're good to go.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, so now it's my turn. Oh,
And the other trick is, this is good. Don't ever pull it.
yeah.
Let it just go through on its own. It's almost
Okay.
like a sewing machine. Don't pull things or push
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's looking good.
All right. I could never have dreamt I would be doing something
Because
like
a lot of
this.
people are afraid because they think they've tried it at home and it's turned to mush. Well, it's because
Oh.
they didn't rest the stuff. They didn't use,
Oh.
or they used cake and pastry flour,
Oh, yes.
or they
There's
it's
any number of things we can do wrong.
This
Right?
is it. Now look at this. How pretty is that?
Is that done now, do you think?
I think you're ready to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Try and see it for halfway.
Feels fantastic.
Halfway would be just about. You know what? Actually, take it one more through.
Okay.
One more through.
All right,
What the
on
heck?
number 8?
Yeah.
All right, let's have at her. Okay, number 8 it is.
Oh, it's lovely. Look at this. That is a glorious piece of pasta. Let's just for the fun of it, mark it. There. You're ready to make yourself some
Okay.
raviolis.
Oh, very nice.
So here's your squishy bag, or you can use your fingers.
I like the bag.
And there's your egg white.
Oh, first I plop this down, then I brush the egg white around it, right? I was paying attention. We're gonna do fettuccine.
I feel the difference between that and the stuff you rolled before.
Oh, it's much softer again.
Yeah.
Wow. You want me
Yeah,
to do this?
yeah.
Okay, student.
Now remember last time we cut that in half to make 2 different pieces?
Yeah.
We're not doing it this time. We're just going to keep rolling. That's going to get big and long.
What if it drags on the floor?
Your point?
For the 30-second rule or
seriously,
5-second
you know what?
rule?
When it gets too long, then we'll cut it.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll do it, we'll just continue. Because this one, we're not going to have to roll quite as thin.
Okay. Oh my. I don't know how I'm doing here.
You're doing good.
How am I doing?
Yeah. Now, that's good. Do you want to set that thing back to 0?
I will. Okay. That's easy. This is much less complicated than I thought it was going to be.
People look at them and they freak. And it's like, no, they're really pretty basic things.
Yeah.
Don't wash them. And take really good care of them. It's a really solidly built one.
Okay. Good to know.
So here we go. Ready?
I think you should do it.
Well, I'll start this. It's at 0, yeah?
Yeah.
Push. This one started. It's a little bit thicker than it was.
Uh-oh.
So that's all right. I'm just going to roll it a little tiny bit there. Once you get started, you're good to go. There. That's one big hunk pasta. Good idea. See, like it was already flopping over, and that's not even book folded yet. There. I'm going to do it like this because I don't want it too wide.
Oh, okay.
There.
Yeah.
Which only means a little more rolling on my part here.
Oh.
There we go. And flatten it out. See, part of the rolling process will stretch too. So you flatten it out so you can get it started.
Yes. Otherwise it won't
Now?
fit in there.
Now it's going to be getting crazy.
Okay. I'm ready.
Let's get this in. I stopped. I shouldn't. That was my bad. There we go.
It'll get ironed out.
One. There. I just do it because it just feels right.
Fantastic.
Most people don't do it twice. I do it twice because I figured it can't hurt.
So this is basically 1 serving of fettuccine or 2?
No, more like 6.
Really?
7.
Okay. I'm trying to envision how are you going to get, how many noodles are going to come out of this? I can't envision it.
Well, I'll show you.
Okay.
Because we're only halfway through the stretching process.
Oh, so it's going to be a long...
We can cut them in half.
Okay, I understand.
We can make them slightly shorter.
Of course. Okay. My brain was not computing the length into things.
Well,
Yes.
if you do the long ones, you make them into nests.
Oh, right.
Look at this.
So many possibilities.
Oh, yeah. 4. You don't have to clean the machine because basically everything is dry.
Yeah.
There is olive oil in this, but the olive oil can't hurt the machinery.
Right, that's true. And it's keeping it slippery and slick.
Yep.
Kind of. Not greasy at all, though.
Oh no, so it is velvety. It is dry and smooth
Beautiful.
and velvety.
I
Now,
would.
ready you go? We're going to cut noodles.
Okay.
Now, this is the cutter.
Oh, of course. It's been right there the whole time.
This cuts that little, it's not spaghetti, it's actually square.
Okay.
So it's like a little square. This is very, very fine. It's almost like angel hair.
Oh.
This is fettuccine.
Fettuccine, yeah, I can tell the difference.
Now, this little is the little crank that we took out of the rollers.
Yes.
We're going to put this in here.
Got
You
it.
see how it turns?
Yeah.
But you see how small those are, and
Oh.
they've got squared sides. So it's almost like if you cut in, you look under a microscope, it would look like a little square.
What kind of noodle is that?
I can't remember the name. It starts with a T. But this is fettuccine. You can see the wide
Yeah.
pieces. Same crank. It's going on here.
Okay.
And once again, you're turning away.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
I'll do one
Oh my
and
gosh.
then you do another.
Okay, I'm so excited.
I'm going to start with this pointy end because it's easier.
Okay.
You're holding it above, and you're going to be dropping it into like this.
Yeah, okay.
As you're cranking, it's going to come out here.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, no, you're fine. Because
Okay.
once you start cranking, you'll let this part just go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this in, starts it rolling, and this is where you don't stop.
Oh no.
Once
Okay.
you start the roll, there. I'm letting it down.
Yeah.
Look. Put your hand behind it, and come out.
How exciting.
I have just made a nice little whack of gorgeous fettuccine.
I'm breathless at
it
excitement.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh my gosh.
Now look, that is easily a serving for 2 people. If you
Yeah.
want big, that's big. Those are big servings.
You haven't met Eris. He likes his pasta.
Well, don't forget, this is the one with all the fat.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go too much on that.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
You do one.
Okay.
So, yeah, knock yourself out, babe.
Did you put the round end in
I put
first?
this in first, and I put it towards the middle.
Okay.
It makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Because if you're finishing off with that, it's kind of,
Okay. And so I'm still going to turn in the same direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See.
Once it catches, just let this part drop.
There it goes.
There you go. There you go. Now put your hand behind it. And catch and start twisting as you go. I know, right?
Sandra! Look! Oh my.
You have made beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, so
It's okay. It's on a tea towel down there.
yeah.
Look what I did. There's some more here. Whoop! Look! Oh,
Look
thank
at that.
you.
That's gorgeous. You did great.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, here, look. We take this, a little bit of this,
Bit of flour. Okay.
just like that. Little toss.
And it stops it from sticking
And
to
keep it from
itself.
sticking. Because this is going to go in the water
Right.
in a few minutes.
Yeah, okay.
You're now ready. You're almost ready to eat.
Goodness.
So-
You are so easy to work with.
Oh,
and so
God, I
much
love it.
fun.
Well, cooking is fun.
It
Cooking,
really is fun.
cooking is love. It really
Yeah.
is. It's joyful. It should always be. If you feel like, oh my God, I have to cook, then don't.
Oh, that used to be me.
As soon as that's warm, we drop your fettuccine. I have rinsed off the spoon.
Okay.
That's better.
All
It
right.
still could use a little more, but I'm not going to go there
Okay.
because we're going to be cooking it down as we go. So now we can crank the heat up.
Okay.
We want to make sure that comes to a boil.
Okay.
So it shouldn't take that long. It has been simmering all afternoon.
Right.
And now the boiling point. Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful.
But look at all of that. And that was only for half. If you're making fettuccine for the family, that would be doubled if
Right.
you didn't make ravioli.
Correct.
So look, that's a lot. Of
That is
fettuccine.
really a lot, yeah. Much more than I thought was going to come out of it. Here's the Alfredo sauce. Look at that. It looks beautiful and peppery.
Yes.
Hey, Rhonda, wow, where are we at?
We're at the water is boiling, and you can see it's happily bubbling there.
Okay, yes, it
That
is.
is that's
Look.
boiling water. Now,
Okay.
now it's the same as if you're frying. Don't be afraid to put your hand close
Okay.
to the surface of the water. Don't drop it from up here.
Okay.
I'm taking a handful here, and there you go,
Look at that.
and a handful here.
Fantastic.
Now it's going to somewhat rapidly. You watch. It will come back to the boil.
And when it returns to the boil, that's when we start our timing.
Well, actually, it's actually returned to the boil already. You
Ah.
can see it here at the edges.
Okay.
So now let's check it after maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
So it's 4:15 on there. Let's check it after 2 or 3 minutes. If you like, you can take and you can just move them about
Yeah.
a little bit. Make sure they're not sticking,
Okay.
but they're not. You see, look, they're beautiful.
I'm just so delighted.
When you actually do this from scratch and you realize, like, Oh my God. This is so good. Aren't these lovely?
They are. Look at that.
Now you see, they are much bigger now than when they were
Oh my goodness, yes.
pasta. It takes the water in. That's why you want that
Right.
water salted. You want
Okay.
that flavor. Let's take a look. The other way to test for al dente is to take one out. Right here. It's going to be hot.
Yes.
You always break it in half. Because
Okay.
it breaks.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the ultimate is
How is it?
that's al dente.
Mmm. 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 That's good.
That's al dente. So now you take this out with the sauce. The sauce will keep drinking in. I know, it's done.
It has a nice flavor. I can now taste the salt, but it's not too salty. It's
But you
perfect.
taste the pasta.
Yeah, that's right. Wonderful.
So now this comes off. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
And we'll take like
She
this. Look.
is-
Lift
Yeah.
up. That drain. There.
See that little twist? Very artistic.
That's still good pasta water.
Okay, yes, we're not going to discard it, are we?
No.
Wow, it's beautiful.
I'm just gonna pour it.
Gorgeous.
And if you want, you can also take your Parmesan, the grated Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw that in there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
much cheese.
But yeah, you can't add too much cheese.
No.
Hey, here's an idea. Look. Just crumble it. See, that's why it's room temperature and it'll do that now.
Yeah.
You always try and have your cheese at room temp, unless you're
Okay.
storing it.
Okay.
There we go.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Wow, what a masterpiece.
How pretty is this?
It's very pretty.
Now, get your fork. You're going to be tasting it.
Okay.
And be brutally honest. I mean, what would you do different?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think anything so far, but I will taste it.
Well, this is the idea. I think you should taste it as a true fettuccine Alfredo,
Yeah,
as opposed to with the flour
Right.
and bechamel. And
absolutely.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you go, love.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm tasting it now. I can't believe it.
It looks good.
It's to die for.
It is, and it's, well, it's
Friggin' amazing.
it's because it's basically it's butter and cream and cheese.
Oh, really?
It is so good.
Maybe I will eat that whole plate.
Now, I'm going to show you something while you're there.
Okay.
I'm walking to you.
Okay.
This is not too hot. This is the marinara. You see,
Oh.
it's just a nice, thick, rich, lovely.
Her homemade marinara.
Now, but you see how thick that is?
Yes.
Let's take some of the yummy pasta water and break that down. Let's soften that up. Grease
Okay.
it.
Oh,
And then throw those in.
brilliant.
And you'll be trying those.
Okay.
here.
It's pasta day.
There we go. Come on. I don't want to put a whole handful of flour in there,
No.
so I'm just dusting this off a little.
Okay.
Like that. But you're going to be quite surprised at how big these little guys are going to get.
I'm already surprised.
You got a string. I brought this one.
Okay.
This is called Spider,
Yeah.
and I love them because I can fish them out
Yes.
easily. You can see the edges are starting to cook a little bit because they're slightly thinner.
And how many minutes will these get?
Maybe 5,
Okay.
because they were sitting for a while.
Right.
But they're beautiful little guys, and they are going to get bigger.
Love them. Little hats. They look like a fedora.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are done already.
Now, I want to take
Oh my, they are
turn
beautiful.
this off.
Yeah,
Excellent.
got it.
This.
I could have eaten more fettuccine, but now I'm saving myself for a taste of this.
There's my
Look
little
at that, eh?
Laurel.
Little bit of pasta water in the...
Yeah, literally a scoop, which would be about less than half a cup.
Oh, wow.
And now, all you do this. Hey,
Fish it out of there with your spider
1, 2,
strainer.
3. And we're done.
Baby.
These look beautiful, kid. Look.
Yeah.
And gently, I'm not going to be,
Right, we don't want to break our
I
beauties.
just want to coat them a little bit, like so. But you're done.
Oh my. Rhonda, thank you.
Oh, listen, I had so much fun. I haven't made pasta in a while. Now, you reminded me how much fun it is.
It really is.
I'm going to put them all in here.
Okay. Beautiful.
Oh, look, there's
the tortellini!
The tortellini,
He made it.
he made it. Each one is a little pocket of yummy.
Aren't they? And cuteness.
A little pocket of happy. There you go.
Oh.
Come on high.
Oh. Yes, fresh basil on there.
Little fresh basil. Yeah, we could have used parsley for any of these, but you know what? If I'm going to build flavor, I want flavor.
Yeah.
And parsley is a lovely flavor, but you don't.
No kidding.
And then finally, she said with her hands.
Parmigiano.
By the way, seasoning on high.
Okay.
Good. There.
Yep.
Up.
Yep.
You're seasoning salt, sugar, Parmesan, because you want to see where it's going.
Okay. Yeah. If you're too close, then you can't.
Look, I'm controlling where it's going.
Yeah. Oh.
If I was shaking
Gorgeous.
I couldn't do that.
Okay.
I'm going to put a
Wow.
little here because we can.
Okay, because we can. All right. Wow. Now it's the ravioli. I'm going to eat one.
In the meantime, look at it. It looks, like I said, you did a great job on for the rolling. But also, the finish is nice.
That's beautiful.
The finish is very pretty.
Look at the little hat. It's just adorable. Okay, I'm going to put it in.
Give it a shot. It's a whole nother ball game. The marinara is a sweeter marinara with that soft, cheesy interior.
What a great laugh you have. Thank you, Rhonda. It was so wonderful having you here. We had so much fun.